Should you trade your vehicle in at the dealership? A question well worth asking with an answer equally worth providing. To kick things off, let's get one thing clear. You will almost never get absolute top dollar for your trade-in at a dealership, and the reason is pretty simple. The dealership also has to make money on your trade-in after the fact. Now, there are certain scenarios where a dealer won't mind losing money on a trade-in, meaning they overpay you for the trade-in, if it means that they get to close a deal on a new unit that they maybe have incentives on getting out off the dealership floor. So in some scenarios, you will be getting absolute top dollar value, at least at a wholesaler perspective. But those cases aside, you will almost never get that top dollar value from a trade-in. With that being said, there are some benefits of trading your vehicle in at a dealership. Number one, it is the easiest and most hassle-free way to get rid of your old vehicle, especially if you're in the market for buying a brand new vehicle or a used vehicle at a dealership. It's part of our job at the dealership to make that transition as seamless and easy as possible for you, the customer. And so that does, of course, mean not having to deal with low ballers and tire kickers and responding to emails, texts, meeting up with random people to just then have your time being wasted. The list goes on from if you were to sell the vehicle privately. The second benefit of trading your vehicle in is actually going to be that the value of your trade-in is actually applied before taxes. Meaning, for example, if you were getting $10,000 for your trade-in towards the new vehicle, that $10,000 after you calculate for tax savings is actually $11,300. If you have a half-decent salesperson, they're going to go ahead and make you aware of this, so don't worry on that. And of course, having shared that information, there is a group of people who I suggest do not trade their vehicle in at the dealership. And these are people who are very patient, who are tech savvy, and who have maybe sold cars privately once or twice or a few times in the past before. The reason why is because it's a lot of effort and takes a lot of time usually to find the right buyer for your old vehicle who's willing to pay you what you believe your old vehicle is worth, or at least as closest to it as possible. And that way it is a lot more work, but you will be able to save yourself an extra $500 to a few $1,000s at most on your vehicle. Now, of course, if you have a special or unique or modified car, definitely sell privately, because dealerships are not good at accounting for, a cold air intake with a stage 2 tune and catback exhaust. Okay, so if you have something that is a little bit more niche, definitely sell privately, because that is where you'll get max value. Of course, at the end of the day, I suggest that you absolutely do take your vehicle to a dealership, especially if you're interested in a vehicle that they have, to have your vehicle appraised by them. Reason why is because there's no obligation for you to continue with the trade-in process if you don't like the value that they give you, but at least you have an idea of what your vehicle is worth in the eyes of a dealership. Now, I hope you found this helpful. For more tips, definitely follow the channel, and I hope that answered the age-old question.